Yo, how's it going, everyone? I figured I would go ahead and redo the tutorial I did yesterday, not yesterday, last night, because I kind of didn't really like it too much, so I figured I'd go ahead and do it again. So, so you want to play like so you want to play like Bushwhack 18, whether it's in Phasmophobia, Silent Breath, Fears of Fathom, any game that requires your mic. How do you do it? Well, if for this is for Phasmophobia. I'm but the steps are pretty much the same for other games. You may have to tweak a few settings, but genuinely, the real basic it is the same concept, pretty much all around the board. So what do you need? Well, if you first of all, if you have this video is only really for if you have a USB mic. So that's going to be the HyperX Quadcast, the HyperX Quadcast S, pretty much any USB mic that you can think of. You are going to need, excuse me, um, you are going to need software. You're gonna need two form now for this. If you're using a USB mic, you will need to have three types of software installed. Technically, one actual software, which is a driver, and then two other pieces of software. We'll get into that in a minute. So first things first, what you're gonna do is if you have a USB mic, you're going to go to the website vb-audio.com/cable/ and you're going to see the VB cable virtual audio device, and you're going to download the VB cable underscore driver underscore pack 43.zip through Windows XP through 111 32-bit / 64-bit. You're going to go and download that. You're going to go ahead and you're going to go ahead and download the you're going to go and download it, and then what you're going to do from there is you're going to extract the file. I still have my file because I always like to have backup files of drivers that I'm installing. But anyway, so in here you're gonna see your uh, VB cable underscore setup underscore x64.exe. You're gonna right click and like the website says, you're gonna run as administrator. Then after that, the driver installation is gonna pop up, and then you're gonna click install driver. Now, this is where Windows likes to be Windows. Windows Defenders can be, are you sure you want to install this software? Because it could be untrusted. It is completely safe. It is completely fine. I know people who use the software all the time. They've never had an issue with it. It's just Microsoft being Microsoft. So after you install the driver, go ahead and restart your PC. And once you restart your PC, you can continue watching this video. So, after you've already restarted your PC, we're going to go ahead and get your soundboard thing ready. Now, I'm just gonna go through the quick base tutorial real quick on this. Go and just click view browser source if you have OBS Studio, or if you have Streamlabs OBS, or you have XSplit. If you have regular OBS, go ahead and click I use OBS. Basically just drag and drop it into your OBS. If you have Streamlabs OBS, or if you have XSplit Broadcaster, click add something else, then click copy your code. I'm not going to click reveal code because you can click reveal code if you want to like type it out. I wouldn't recommend doing that because you do that once on the internet, you never do it again. I made that same mistake with my Twitch account once, so yeah, on accident. So, I don't do it, so anyway. However, if you do have a USB mic, I would recommend installing Streamlabs OBS, just to have it. You could technically do the same with XSplit, but I just have Streamlabs as back. But anyway, we'll get into that in a minute. So go ahead and go through the setup process on this. It's pretty straightforward, just basically just click, I have OBS, drag and drop it into your thing. Go over to Twitch, install the extension on your page, allow authorization on your Twitch page for it. Then go through, add your soundboards, sound alerts. However, before we get into that, let's go ahead and go through our OBS setup process. Now I go ahead and drag my multiple instances of OBS. Hello. So next, what you're going to do is for setting up everything. We're going to go over here to our settings in OBS. And we're going to go over here to audio. So for desktop audio, you want that as default. For your desktop audio 2, you want that as disabled. For your mic, /auxiliary audio. Keep that as your microphone. So for me, that's a HyperX, like I said before, that's a HyperX Quadcast S. Then we're going to scroll down, and then for monitoring device, you're going to set this to cable input parentheses VB-audio space virtual space cable parentheses. You're going to do that, and then once you have that, go ahead and click apply, then click OK. Now we're going to go through our advanced audio properties. So, and this is where a lot of people can have some issues. So, for mic and aux, you want that as monitor and output. For your sound alerts, you want that as monitor and output. Now, what this is going to do, it's basically going to monitor what sound alerts are. It's going to come through your mic, basically. So, even though you may be in a scenario where you are going to, like, not say anything while it goes to something, or in a game and all that, if chat plays a set, but if someone in chat plays a sound alert, your mic is going to pick it up. So, yeah, so these are your two settings in OBS that you're going to want. Now, so now what you're going to want to do is, this is where, like I said, it's going to be best if you have a second piece of software. So, for me, I honestly just use Streamlabs OBS for this, because the reason I use Streamlabs is because I already have it installed, because I use the Streamlabs OBS plugin beta thing. But anyway, so like you're gonna see, let me go ahead and drag this back over to, let me go ahead and drag OBS over to my main monitor. So now we're on this page. As you can see, I have a browser source. My browser source here is literally just my sound alert thing. So if I go over to here, you will see actually just go over here to my alerts. Let's just do a classic one that I did last time, GG. So if I minimize this, GG! You're gonna see it in two places. You're gonna see it on Streamlabs OBS, but you're also gonna see it on the video itself. Now, when I minimize this, when I minimize Streamlabs OBS and I do it again, GG! You just see the GG. And I can hear it on my end because I have it like that. Now, that's how you're gonna want to hear it on your end. Yeah, that's how you're gonna do it on your end if you want to hear. Now, for Phasmo, what you're gonna want to do inside Phasmophobia is, honestly, for Phasmophobia, it's kind of easier to set up now. And by easier to set up now, I mean you're literally just changing a single audio input device, not audio device. You're changing your mic pickup options. So yeah, it's pretty much everything you're changing within Phasmo itself. So don't mind how the game's gonna look different. I do have some filters because I was messing around with some filters. But anyway, you're gonna go into your options, voice recognition mode. Keep that as Windows. Pretty much so it just picks up your mic in general. For audio, this is where it's gonna change. So if you've played Phasmophobia before, you'll know microphone is gonna be default your microphone. So for me, like I said before, HyperX Quadcast S. For you, it may be a Blue Yeti Snowball. It may be a Blue Yeti. It may be just regular Quadcast, or it may be, some USB mic. It could be a Logitech mic, or it could be a Razer mic, whatever. Whatever main mic you have, push the back arrow. And that should take you to cable output, parentheses, VP-audio space virtual cable, parentheses. If it doesn't, just click your thing until you get to it. It should be at max a few clicks. Anyway, and then from there, what you're gonna do from there is voice actuation. So then for your voice input mode, go ahead and from toggle put this to voice acceleration. That way everyone is hearing you. And there you go. Have everything running. Now, for those who may have some questions, how this works, I'll go ahead and just quickly show this real quick. So this is with, so this is with just this input. So when you do it like this, if you don't set things up correct, Hello, lag. That was weird. But anyway, for those who um don't know, if you don't set up the OBS and correct, none of your tools will work. So for an example, with this, hide and seek. You see, it starts counting. Everything works, even though the mic input is, hold this. Um, but yeah, so that's that. So yeah, that's how you set up your mic. That's how you change your phasmophobia to hear the ghosts. So your sound alerts can hear the. So your sound alerts can alert the ghost. I would do demonstration, but then it requires me to do like multiple things at once, and as much as I would do it, it's just not something that's easy to do right this second. It's easier to do and you're not expecting it really. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys later.